much I love this guy. He's my best friend in comedy. I've known him for 8 years at this point. And this is a serious point, so you guys are going to be weird about this, but I don't think I would still be doing comedy if it wasn't for this guy. He's helped me through. He's fucking amazing. Are you ready for your Man of the Hour?
Yeah!
He's sweating too much. We should do this now. Give it up for Dan St. Germain.
Man, this has been long. Thank you guys so much for coming out. First, I want to thank the Stand Comedy Club. Patrick Milligan. Patrick is what would happen if the rape scene in The Accused became a comedy book. Everybody, Sean Donnelly's here. Thank you for. I'm going to try to keep this short so you guys. Everybody loves Sean Donnelly because he's proof that you can go from being the mayor of Ochi's Lounge to being the greatest warm-up comic totally biased never saw. How's that working for you? It's working okay for a punchline that sounds like a street joke from 1955. Maybe if William Stevenson has a heart attack, you can finally start helping Marielle with rent.
Everybody loves me, asshole! I killed your brother! Roger Rabbit, I killed your brother!
Oh, man. Also, nobody gives a shit about your dog, Wriggles. Look at this picture of Wriggles! He's being silly! He's not being silly, Sean. He's being a dog. You put the fucking sweater on him. It wasn't his choice. That dog was about as happy as a 9-year-old group home kid looked when Sandusky took him to Epcot. Mike Lawrence. Mike, another great set of years your dad couldn't make it to. Seeing Scott's dad at one of your shows. But you won't see him either, because he's in hell. Mike's Facebook is technically considered an eating disorder from how many times you throw up in your mouth while reading it. If you think about it, what happened in Aurora is kind of like Batman. That's it. That's the joke. Why can't I get road work? Adina, why Mike was the lesbian reading Edgar Allan Poe poems at the coffee shop all booked up? Mike, you look like what would happen if Pale being operated on by scientists E.T. raped a mogwai. There you go. Also, fucking, Mike is handicapped. He has a rare condition that makes every shirt he wears look like a creepy belly shirt. You've got the Auschwitz of midriffs. Like, you're like some evil reverse genie that takes wishes away. Mark Norman's here tonight on our best. Mark's got the personality of an escaped Jeff Dunham puppet. Megan and Mark broke up. Who would have seen that coming, you know? Besides every waitress he met on the road. Mark, how many motel rooms did J.F. Harris have to visit with a dirty wad of money in his hands? You would knock her over. Also, do you need an opener? You have about as much chance as making a relationship work as Jared Logan has of Kara letting him fuck her without a shirt on. The only way Mark makes rent is if he remembers that Schumer takes it with cream. Even though she's only fucked 4 guys, Yamanika Saunders' pussy looks like Sweetums from the Muppets. She's done anal so much her ass is wetter than her grandparents were after getting blasted by a fire hose. years. By the way, that was funny some of the time. The only guy Yamanika has been able to hold down is nailed to a fucking cross. You ain't got titties, girl. You got diabetes. Jeffrey Joseph's here because Legion of Goons gave him the night off from working the craft service table. 20 years ago, Working Comics called you a peer, and now Kevin Barnett, Germain Fowler, and Josh Rabinowitz call you the help. Jeffrey's so old that somebody did this joke already. Jeffrey didn't do Last Comic this year, but he will be meeting Dick Gregory at the park this Saturday to see who feeds pigeons the best. He's old. So is Dick Gregory. Scott Chaplin, or as I like to call it, the Make-A-Wish spot. Scott, this is what a real comedy club looks like. And tonight, you don't even have to pay to be on stage. Can one of the waitresses grab his hand and walk him through the kitchen? If you want to know what Scott Chaplin's act is like, take Mike Racine's and then take away the depth. You know, a lot of guys ask Scott, how do you get to open for all these working comics on the road? And I'm here to tell you, have a car. Speaking of... Oh, fuck. I fucked this up. I'm not going to do that bit then. I was going to throw keys at you and tell you to keep it running. But... you are White Virgil. That was the rest of it. Tim Dillon. Tim, what's it like to be the fat one on this roast? Tim considers himself a financial genius. Hey, Tim, just because the two Hells Angels you blew at Bike Week were named Morgan and Stanley Tim, your voice sounds like one of Yamanenka's queefs after a grilled stuffed burrito man. Tim's a Republican, even though he literally went on the road with me with his belongings stuffed in a Trader Joe's bag. Could you have at least borrowed the net they used to get your mother into bed every night? His mom's crazy. You look like Chris Ben's Pens Before picture in a Proactive ad. Tim's goal weight is 270, which is also how much money he spent on taking Rebecca Trent to lunch to not get a Montreal call. Tim, the creek in the cave isn't House of Cards. Don't worry, Rebecca. I'll take care of this $270 bill. The more weed and marinara sauce I dump into Miss Rebecca Trent's mouth, the more I get closer to singing for Singer. Mateo Lane, I will have my revenge. Tim, what's it going to be like to be the first young gay entertainer to die in his 20s from something other than AIDS? Did he have HIV? No, just M&Ms. Alright, now, for serious, let's take a moment to recognize someone who, after years of not getting anything and being passed over in our community, finally got a spot on Conan and knocked it out of the park. And I'm sorry to say, Gary Veter couldn't be here. Mike, what's it like to have that guy in your rear view? He's just as funny as me, but he doesn't smell like garbage, and is pro-women voting. What the fuck? Mike, women aren't the problem. The only woman that's ever heard comedy is your mother for bringing you into this world through her dirty Garden State Turnpike. And she'll probably end up fucking Billy Wayne Davis, too. But I'm smart, Dan, I'm smart. I got through a whole book about the making of the Bronx Tale. In the past year, you've gone after Jews, women, and gay people. Don't you realize your act is enough to not get you work? You don't need need extra help. You've made Lindy West seem likable. If only you had the courage to pull off that school shooting in 10th grade, then we wouldn't have to pick up your phone calls from whatever status it was. Taylor Ketchum is a real success story in the sense that we're at the end of this roast and he hasn't been thrown out for stealing silverware. Best of luck on the engagement, bro. 2 public breakups and you being a recovering heroin addict scream picket fence and golden retriever to me. You look like zombie Homer Simpson. Making somebody bite the curb isn't a closer. Henry is the most successful person on this dais, which is pretty easy. I'm in a Scorsese movie. I'm legit now. It's not like I was hired because I was the most disgusting person who auditioned. The Scorsese was like, hey, if we can't afford to see, I'm losing my voice. If we can't afford to see, fuck that joke.
Come on, do it.
Henry, you're not in Chris Farley's shadow. You're in Kevin's. Live from New York, it's never gonna happen. Jared's one of the funniest guys in our class, and that's not just because the glass above him left him behind. Hey, Jared, does Kumail still make you do the truffle shuffle in front of Pete and TJ? Hopefully there will be a spin-off called Scylla Ice Cream Cone Valley. Logan's Run, more like Logan's Panicked Power Walk. Jared Logan has all the talent in the world and just enough personality to make sure that talent never gets recognized. I know I'm fat, but it's like your personality is fat, Jared. I feel like your spirit animal is the pedophile director who used to make Shirley Temple films. Shut up, Jared.
Fucking bombing!
This is the worst. I did good there for a second. What? No, I didn't mean it. Wait. I can't believe you guys are this is just Jared in every interaction. Like, I can't believe you guys are spending all this time talking about this comedy scene and not wait, who got John Oliver? Kara, bring the syringe and the maple syrup. And if we can't afford it, just chew it up like Pez and drop it in my mouth like a fucking condor. Guys, I love everybody who's on this roast. This is like a huge vanity project for me, and I appreciate you taking the time out of your. I do. I love everybody on this.
I love you. I love you too.
Wow, this really got mean by the end of it. I really appreciate you guys doing it, and thank you so much, and thanks for bringing me.